Hi, I'd like to show you why I love creating projects in Studio. Studio from Heritage Makers is an amazing online program that helps you to produce all sorts of beautiful projects. It would take a while to show you everything that Studio can do, so we'll just go through a few highlights. Watch me closely because we're going to move pretty quickly. Number 1, Studio adapts to you. What do I mean by that? Basically means that you can make amazing projects with no previous design skill. Let me show you. Most people who start using Studio begin by simply customizing templates designed by others. Type in a keyword to search through 8,000 pre-designed templates. A lot of these come from professional designers, but many are submitted by actual users. It's so fun to browse through all the amazing designs. Anyway, find just the right template, and then you drag and drop your photos into the placeholders. So easy. Next, highlight the text and replace it with your own. That's it. If you can play solitaire on the computer, you can do this. Okay, let's say you like the look of a certain template, but you want to tweak it a little. I was searching for birthday, and I found this cute card. Only problem, it had a space for one photo, and I wanted 2. No problem. I copied the existing photo, replaced it with the photo I wanted from My Photos, and topped it with this string frame. I have my best photos saved and archived in folders and albums, so they're ready whenever I need them for projects. My daughter isn't a polka dot fan, so I replaced the dotted paper with this one from the Time for Family collection by searching on green paper. Oh, that reminds me. We need to take a look at Studio Art. Studio comes with a basic selection of thousands of pieces of digital art. But if you want unlimited creative options, you need to take a look at Premiere. A Premiere account offers an incredible selection of paper backgrounds, digital embellishments, word art, border treatments. You can't believe what a treasure this is. There are over 90,000 pieces, and you can use as much as you want. It's like owning your own scrapbook store, and new collections arrive every month. The collections are themed and so much fun to explore. These are some of the options you have for coordinated embellishments, and they include backgrounds, word art, and all sorts of things. And they are designed to work together. This amazing artwork resource lets you create projects for all types of photo keepsakes. Another great thing about using Studio through Heritage Makers is that you have an advisor. We call them personal publishing consultants, and your consultant is available anytime you need her. What size storybook would be best for your project? Would your vacation photo look good on a wrapped canvas? Answers to these questions and others are as close as a phone call or email to your consultant. If you're new to computers, she'll help you every step of the way. You don't get that kind of service and support from any other online company. Now I want to talk to you about the toolbox. Let me quickly show you some things you can do with it. First, the controls and adjustments in the toolbox are smart. They change depending on what you have selected in the design space. For example, if I highlight this block of text, I can change all the usual things, like typeface, size, color, justification, etc., using this Tools tab. But you can also quickly change the line or leading space. And by the way, there are 52 fonts to choose from. Okay, when I change the highlighted object, let's say I click on the yellow flower at the top and unlock it. The toolbox changes and the Layout tab is active. Now I can choose things like scale and rotation. If I move over to the Effects tab, there's an entire set of other things we can do. If you want to do some things with photos as backgrounds, you can play with the blur and the transparency controls. Right here, you can round the corners of a photo, add a border, and specify its width and color. Speaking of color, let me show you this little trick. The color palette gives you lots of options, but what if you want to make the text match the boy's t-shirt exactly? Just use this eyedropper tool and click on the color you want to match. Is that a cool feature or what? Moving on, this adjustment lets you change a color photo into a black and white image or add a sepia filter. Watch this. You can highlight any object in the project, text, photo, digital art piece, whatever, and instantly give it a drop shadow. I love doing this because it gives the artwork depth and dimension. We haven't really talked about photo storage, but here's where you upload them to the system. Once they're in the archives, your favorite photos are ready to use in any project and archived securely for years to come. Should you have a hard drive failure at home, you can download full resolution images back to your computer at no charge. You own the photos. One more thing about photos, you can share albums. So those family reunion shots, with a couple of clicks, your relatives with Heritage Makers accounts can have direct access to the images. Photo albums are accessed in the area we call the Content Explorer. It's the same place you can look to search the art collections. Over here is the quote library. Just start browsing by category, then drag and drop your selection right onto the page. Finally, on the right is the Favorites tab, which lets you store the photos or digital art you're likely to use more than once. Heritage Makers believes that photos without stories are like memories lost. Studio helps you tell your story your way, and you will be so proud to share what you've done. And your friends and family will be delighted to star in your professional-looking projects.